before anything, I get up and I sit there on the couch and I'm watching this, and my brain is just not registering.
Yeah,
this is what's going on.
That sounds almost exactly the story my brother told me. He said that he was, because it was pretty early, and because of his work and his schedule, he would have been dead asleep at the time that it first happened. So he clicked on the TV, and of course there was no channel you could possibly turn it on where they didn't have wall-to-wall.
Yeah, everybody, wall-to-wall.
So he turned it on and immediately started seeing this, but he was still in bed. And he was laying there, and he takes an hour to wake up or whatever.
Right, right.
He said that for a long time during that it being on, he thought he was dreaming it. He thought he had a dream about a bunch of buildings collapsing and whatever. And then when he started to come to for real and like actually waking up, he was like, "Holy crap, that really happened? Is this a movie? Is this a bad movie or something?" And then yeah. So that's how he experienced it.
So right after this statement, the Daily News came out with their cover magazine that has the Statue of Liberty flipping the bird to Ted Cruz's picture, and it says "Drop Dead Ted."
Oh boy!
And then they released this cover this week. It says, "Memo from Ted just hours after he spit on New York values." So right after that incident with Trump went down, he said, "I'm counting on you, New York. Can I ask you to make an urgent gift, at least $25, or if you can afford more, will you make an urgent gift of $100 or $500?" And so the whole page says, "Slime doesn't pay, Ted." So apparently he went campaigning right in New York right after that incident with that debate with Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
it didn't pay off.
I'll tell you what, man. It's amazing. He went into the firestorm. He did it, and he got an earful. And there's all kinds of trending videos on YouTube of people capturing him getting an earful from people. One thing, two different people on two different places said, "We're an immigrant community, Ted."
Right.
And I don't know where that's coming from. Did he specifically say something?
He was saying, okay, at one time he was for immigration, then he wasn't for immigration. Yes, Ted Cruz has flip-flopped. And now Ted Cruz is taken, and I've got an Ann Coulter article about this, but Ted Cruz has now taken on the majority of Donald Trump's views.
Oh, interesting.
And I
never even noticed that.
And he's taken on the views of building the wall.
Really?
And deportation and building a wall.
I heard recently that the support, the public support in America for building the wall has dropped. I just thought it had fallen out of the news for whatever reason. It just, there's other things in the news.
Well, and the reason why it's probably dropped is probably because of the news.
Right. He can't build a wall.
Well, I had a friend of ours, my wife's girlfriend, said that he's going to spend $50 trillion to build a wall.
I don't know.
That is stupid. No. It's a few billion, and it's only for a few hundred miles.
Did you hear this
Most of the wall, and there's pictures of some of the wall that's actually been fallen down where people have hit it with cars and knocked it over. So it's just wide open. Stuff like that needs to be fixed. There's natural barriers to where we don't need to put a wall because people aren't going to climb over the mountains. And
the Rio Grande and all that stuff.
Well, there's people swimming it.
Right, but you could probably do with less there or
Correct.
Whatever. Because,
sure. But the whole thing is that the wall that they're talking about putting up is a few hundred miles of wall for the major areas that they need to contain this flood, this influx.
Right. And, he knows what it would cost. If he doesn't know the number now, he's the only candidate running that I would have any faith would be able to hammer down a pretty good cost estimate.
Oh, I mean, yes. He builds towers for a living.
He's in construction.
You would think that this businessman would, and if not, he would have guys. Hey, yo, bro, I need this wall built. Okay, Can you give me some numbers? Come on.
Grease your palms a little
Hey,
bit.
get the Teamsters involved.
I could totally see that.
Woo!
Hey, I wonder if the Teamsters are going to come out and say, you know what? We're supporting Trump.
He has had unions already support him.
Oh, my goodness. That's shocking because they are so communist. They're so pro-communist.
Yeah.
It's so hard for them to pull the lever for anything other than a Democrat.
They're saying that 10,000 plus showed up for Trump rally in Long Island.
One of them, he said 17,000.
17, okay.
I blasted on the Kasich site because he had 4,000 show up for a rally in New York.
That's more than Ted Cruz.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, sure.
Well, Ted Cruz is,
Right.
yeah, they hate him.
Yeah.
So that doesn't surprise me. But no, I responded to that because he was patting himself on the back. It might be the biggest crowd he's got since maybe Ohio. And I don't even know if he had crowds like that in Ohio. But because we know that his support in Ohio has been totally bought and paid for.
Oh.
But I digress.
Yeah.
So I responded, oh, that's great, Kasich, 4,000. Go ahead and multiply that by 5 and you'll be close to Trump. So just saying.
Yeah, no, all the articles, even Fox News, Cruz facing hostile reception in New York. New York values is coming back. That whole clip we just played, it's coming back to haunt him. U.S. News says
done. He is so in trouble for that.
But somebody said one of the news shows today. Oh, it was Glenn Beck said on F. Chuck Todd was talking to Glenn Beck, and Glenn Beck said that it's looking like Ted Cruz could win 61% chance win California. I had no idea that California was slipping to Ted Cruz.
Well, it's such a blue state that we're talking just Republicans. It's a Republican primary. So there's going to be probably not ridiculously huge numbers because the huge numbers in California are on the Democrat side.
Right.
So you have to analyze the demographics and the politics of Republicans in California.
Okay. Well, Glenn Beck's just a moron.
What'd he say?
Well, I'm pulling it up right now. RealClearPolitics.com. You can go there and they'll give you all the relevant polls from the past and current polls and the different polls that have been taken. And we've got a lockup. Okay, we're back.
Not good. You gotta get yourself an apple.
So recently, both Trump and Cruz have been trending upward in California. But as the timeline goes, at one point they were 28 and 22, 28 Trump, 22 Cruz. Then it split 31-21, widened a little bit, and now it's getting a little bit closer. It's 34-26. I think
based on the graphic you're looking at right now, it definitely looks like Cruz is going up faster than Trump, which means that you can extrapolate that chart further into the future and possibly show where Ted could surpass over.
No, because this is March. Oh, this is only a month of March. This is only the month of March. This is 30 days out. Oh, well.
Well, we're only in April 10th today, so
no. But this chart's 30 days out, so that does show definitely a trend upward for Cruz. At one point, Trump had 11. He was up 11. Then he was up 1. One poll has the LA Slimes. LA Slime had Trump up 1. Trump up 8, up 7, up 6.8. So 6.8, 7, and 8. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that it's slipping fast enough to cross. By the time California comes around. California. People asked him why didn't he learn how to say California right?
Who?
The governor. The governor.
California.
I said, why didn't you California? So why didn't you learn how to say it right?
Sounds a little bit of a Mexican accent. A little bit. Okay. Like a hybrid.
Okay.
of Austrian and Mexican.
Governor. California.
He's practicing.
Governor. Yeah, so, well, I mean, I don't know. It's close, but it's not that
Say,
close.
get
I mean,
to the
Trump's
chopper.
yeah.
Say, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
No, that's not how he says it.
It's kind of, nah.
Yeah.
We are looking at, go back to Wisconsin. This past week in Wisconsin, what happened?
Yeah, last Tuesday. So, Wisconsin went overwhelmingly to Ted Cruz.
Look close to where Cruz wouldn't get the entire. Oh no, that was I'm thinking of the one before that. So polls running up to Wisconsin were showing that Trump was gaining. Show Trump one poll, and let me throw this out at you. There's a website called prntly.com. Printly.
Okay.
They put out an article saying, "Well, there's a poll, Trump up by 10. He can take Wisconsin." Okay. Printly.com has been exposed.
Uh-oh, what happened?
It's just a pro-Trump site printing up fake news.
Oh, no.
And I have people that follow us on Facebook posting these articles, and I immediately message them, no. Do not post anything from Printly. It's not true.
It's not real.
Yeah, it's not real.
Oh, jeez.
So that was really frustrating.
That was like the only one that came out with
it was insane, right?
All these other dozens of polls had Cruz ahead in Wisconsin. And
so I thought it was going to be close, or at least closer. I didn't think it was going to be what it ended up being.
Yeah, and that's a winner-take-all state, which is really unfortunate as far as sewing up this primary is concerned.
Because the night before, Trump and his wife were on with Hannity that day of the election, and Trump said, "Yes, we feel very strong that we're going to win this, and this will be the knockout punch."
Well, if he wins. And I don't think I heard him say, we are going to win this. I kept hearing him say, we're going to do real well.
Yeah.
We're going to do real well. We're going to do real well there. And whatever.
Well, Wisconsin, Ted took 36 of the points, and Trump actually got 6. They're saying Trump got 6 points.
Oh, okay.
6
so what's
delegates.
the story with Colorado? Suddenly,
Colorado 17 to Cruz.
Yeah, all it's unanimous for Colorado.
It's done.
It's a winner take all.
It's done.
Now, did they have their primary already, or does it not even matter anymore?
If you
were thinking about voting in a primary in Colorado, just forget about it.
Well, I mean, they're much smoking it. I'm looking right here, and I'm seeing that they're saying Colorado's all over with. Yeah. But on the chart, if you go to NewYorkTimes.com, you can see they have a chart of all the delegates, the delegate counts, all the details and information, who won, who's got so many points. And when you win the majority of delegates in that state, they will highlight your number of delegates that you won with a color. If it's not highlighted with a color, it's just white because the white background, then you didn't win. You lost. So all of Trump's colors are all red, all the ones he won, and Cruz is yellow, and they show Wisconsin, 36 delegates to Cruz, and it's yellow. Trump, 6 delegates, and it's white. So just regular background. He didn't win. Colorado, underneath, says 17, it's in white, and there's no check mark to say it's official, and then a line through Trump's name. And there's no.
Yeah, Colorado's been done for a while. On the Real Clear Politics site, it says there's 37 delegates. 0 have gone to any other candidate, but 21 have gone to Cruz. So apparently there's an additional 16 floating around out there somewhere that can go, but they're not assigned to anybody right now.
Right.
But their primary is over. It's already happened. So there's 16 in the ether there.
Right.
I'm not sure how common that is, but I assume that when the primary's over, the delegates are assigned for the first ballot cast. That's pretty weird.
So in the win when Ted Cruz won